Hey everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. It is September 12th, so we still have plenty of time left in the month. I know the first 2 weeks of September was probably a little rough for everyone, just getting back into the swing of things, but you have plenty of time to kind of kick things up. So what is it? Not this weekend, but next weekend after that, September 23rd, we have Super Saturday. So make sure that you find a Super Saturday near you. And I will post that in the team page, but super simple to find a location in your Coach Online office. Go to news and training and then go to events, and then you can search for your zip code. The All Access Challenge Pack is still on sale for $160. I don't know when it's going to end, but keep telling people about that. Last week, Sagi's Hard Week of Labor came out, and if you didn't see, I still can't walk right. That leg workout is like killer, but it was freaking awesome. So I'm doing it again, but today I had to do a yoga day because I just need to stretch. Anyways, the Success Club reward for this month is a PD webcast with Hal Elrod, who did the Miracle Morning, which I need to really focus on because I've been hitting the snooze way too long. And don't forget about the Diamond bonus pool for the last quarter. It's $250 if you go Diamond and you stay Diamond for 6 weeks. So that is a nice chunk of change to get for some Christmas presents at the end of the year. So I am going to shoot it over for Alecia. I think we kind of all know her, so I'm not going to give any interest.
Oh my gosh, why does my phone ring every single time I'm on a call? Seriously, that's how it's been all today. It's not even funny. It's probably a telemarketer. I'll just wait till it's done.
Okay.
One more.
You know how many rings.
Yeah. There. Must have been a telemarketer because nobody left a message. Anyway, sorry about that. So tonight I was just going to kind of talk to you about, now my cell phone's ringing. Oh my God. Mom. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to you tonight about leadership and just how to show up every single day, no matter what, and kind of what I've been doing and kind of what motivates me, I guess, to show up every single day. So I always tell myself that we are all leaders, no matter what your rank or your paycheck or your volume or your leadership ladder is. You are all leaders, and we have to believe that because we all have an opportunity in this business to lead and show our leadership. And so I truly believe that anyone who is in this business and is a coach is a leader, because we are all leading either our small tribe or a large tribe, or even just the people that that are in your challenge group, and you're leading them, and you're kind of like the shepherd leading their sheep, right? You're kind of trying to guide them and direct them to being healthy, or else you're trying to lead the team to be, find their leaders and find their team and their girl bosses. So just kind of, knowing what a leader is and what to look for and who you want to, be on your leadership and on your team and have that sisterhood with. And I always say, we always talk about our avatars and stuff and how important it is to create those and look at those. And I just had a call tonight with one of my coaches, and we were talking about that and kind of almost taking a step back from your invites and your conversations to figure out your posting and really get that nailed down to a T, because who you are talking to and who you're directing your posts on your social media is really important to figure out first before you actually start inviting to your team and inviting to a challenge group, because you want to know who you're going to be helping and who you are looking for in that sisterhood bond, right? So one way to do that is to make your avatar not only for your coaches, but also for who you want to help. And so lately, for the past couple of weeks, I've been journaling in the morning. And so this is something that I sit down and I do like before I open my laptop. I usually have some quiet time in the morning, and I've been reading my Bible through this year. So I do that. I read my personal development, and then I do my journaling. And so in the top of my journal, I have something that I'm grateful for, and then the person that I'm trying to help today, and then a prayer. And, just kind of saying something that you're grateful for just really helps start your day. And then also who you're looking for, whether it's, a challenger or a coach, or, having that system in place so that way you're constantly reminded of who you're looking for. And I think it's awesome to make avatars, but I feel like, when we make our avatar, we're like, okay, cool, we made our avatar, and then we don't look at it again for, a year. And so I think it's something that, whether we bring it out every Sunday night and look at it before the week begins, or maybe every single day before you start inviting, or before you, start talking to people, because that way you exactly know who you're looking for. And so I need to get better at doing that myself. So that's kind of why I'm having this call tonight, is like looking at your avatar and really looking for who you are trying to discover or find to be a leader with you. So, but for me, that journaling thing has really helped, and just kind of get your thoughts down on paper. And I'm such a like pen and paper person anyway. So I feel like that really helps. I have a couple tips here, 5 tips on just like leading and showing up every single day and just kind of being a better leader, right? So, first of all, if you haven't yet, I really highly, strongly suggest making that avatar, whether it's for your coaches or for your clients. So start out by doing that first, and then you can kind of dive into these other 5 tips that I have. So the first one is being consistent daily. So if you do your vital behaviors of, being proof the product works, doing your workouts, doing your Shakeology, posting on social media, and inviting slash, I always like to say with inviting slash building relationships, because that's like, can't invite without building a relationship, right? So, and then the third one is personal development, and number 4 is recognition. So doing those vital behaviors, even if no one else joins you. And I can attest to this because like Rose and I were just talking here at the beginning of the call. I have my team's Monday morning power hours. I have them every Monday at 6 a.m. And sometimes I'm the only one there that shows up. And sometimes I choose to go back to bed if I'm tired, but sometimes I'll sit there and work, like Rose said, because even if no one shows up, like you are being the proof the product works, right? Because you are showing up every single day, even if no one is there. And I think that that's really important to show your team that you're still showing up. Show them like your list of invites. Even if you did 3 people today, maybe that's your goal, is inviting 3 people every day. I don't know, but show them, like show your team, post a picture of who you invited today. Keep track of your success club points in names, so know your names of the people that you help, not the numbers. And I think that's really important, and that's one thing that I tried to do with my team cup this past month in August, is instead of like saying, oh, we're at success club 4 or 5 or 10, we'd always say like, I helped Jennifer today, or I helped Sarah today, and how you were excited to help them and get them on track with their goals, and kind of state what their goals were. And just knowing their name rather than the numbers is really important. So just being consistent overall in your business and showing up even when no one else is there to join you. And maybe you are just starting out your team and you have a really small team. Maybe it's just you, and maybe you're still looking for your team. But if you still show up every single day and be consistent, you will attract the right people that will show up and do the same thing as you're doing. For me, like, yeah, I have a couple of great leaders on our team, but no runners that are like really, really solid like myself, right? So that's one thing that always motivates me, is because I know there has to be more of me out there. At least I hope so, right? So that's one thing that always keeps me moving, is knowing that I need to find those same people that are the same as me. And I think that would be something that is motivating to everybody else on this call too, because, we know that there has to be more of us out there, because obviously we are here, we are on this call, we chose to show up tonight, even though I'm not a 15-star timing coach, and we chose to show up anyway because we want to grow our business. And so there has to be more people out there like us. Number 2 is being proof. So walk the walk and talk the talk. So don't just, say like, yeah, I'm going to show up tonight for the team call, and then just don't show up. Or tell your team that you're going to be on the call and then don't show up. Or, you have to be the leader that people are looking to. Like, people signed up and chose you for a reason. Like, no matter if they're a coach or a client, like, they bought into you and they bought into what you are. And so you need to be there for them and support them in every way possible. So one way that I like to do that, especially with my new clients, is I like to do one-on-one calls with them, especially after they get their challenge pack in the mail. And they sometimes even open it while we're talking on the phone, and they're all excited. And it's something that I look forward to. Like, I look forward to those calls and just getting to talk to that person and hear their voice probably for the very first time on the phone. Like, that is so exciting to me. And I love that. And that's something that I take a lot of pride in. And also sending out thank you cards as well to like my challengers. Whoever buys like a bag of Shakeology or a challenge pack from me, I send out a thank you card. So being proof the product works, and just, not only in your Shakeology and your workouts, but also in your business. Like, don't just be like, yeah, tell your leaders or your teammates to be like, yeah, do, 5 invites a day and 5 new friends a day, when you're not doing any, so we have to really be consistent in that, and who we are and what we are telling other people to do. Because if we're not doing it, it's not that exciting, right? So number 3 is believe in you as a leader. And so this is something that I've always struggled with in myself. I feel like it's always, easy to see the difficult situations, and it's always easy to point out like your faults and be like, I could have done that better. I could have done that better. Or maybe you had a coach quit that, was really doing good, or maybe they're stepping back and you're like, well, it was something that I did. I should have done this, or I should have done that. And so this has kind of recently happened to me. And so at this point in time, you just have to really believe in yourself and know that, they had other priorities, or they had other reasons that this business wasn't working out for them, or, that they needed to take a step back. And, you have to just get it together and know, like I said, that there are more people out there like you and I who are in this call tonight and who are in this for the long run, and you didn't really need them anyway. I'm sorry to say it, so, maybe, your relationship will be better with somebody else, like your sisterhood. That's what I always think, because I'm an only child. So I always look for this relationship and this business almost as a sisterhood, because I don't have sisters, I don't have brothers. So almost having that camaraderie and having that team of like having that vision of having a team go to Summit and having to get a house, or having to get 2 houses that are side by side, or adjoining rooms, because your team is so huge and you're so excited to be there and you're jumping up and down on your bed, because you're excited to be at Summit and meet each other. That's what I envision for myself, and being a team and having that sisterhood that like you can call them when something really bad happens or something exciting happens, and they're the first ones that you call. So just having that, no matter if it's not on your own team, but maybe you've created friends in this Team Arise or in this whole Beachbody network. Maybe you have a best friend that's on a different team. Just having that camaraderie with each other is super important also. But most of all, like I said, believing in you as a leader and having that belief in yourself, and knowing, like I said, that there are more leaders out there like you. And some of the times when I don't feel like inviting, or when I don't feel like having new conversations, I tell myself, I'm like, you know what, like, that person is out there. That person is waiting for me to come save them from a crappy job or a crappy boss they hate. And they, hate going to work every single day. And maybe they're waiting for me to come and sweep them, give them confidence and sweep them off their feet, and, have this feel good about themselves again, and have this sisterhood that they've been dreaming of too. And so that just motivates me to believe in myself as a leader, that I know I can do that for that person. And then number 4 is to rally your team or challenge groups. paint the picture for them or paint a vision board for them. So, be better. I've been trying to be better at this myself, but be better at, really painting the picture for your challengers. Like what, no matter if they're not interested in coaching or if they are, but be better at painting the picture of what a coach looks like and painting that vision board for them and, what this whole business has to offer, rather than, yeah, we run challenge groups and we help people, So just really rally around the fact that it is a sisterhood. And like I said, you're looking for your leaders, but you're also looking for a sisterhood of people that you can rely on and that are just like you. And so just really think about ways that you can get, your challenge groups really excited about, maybe even hopping on a team call sometime, like whether it's tonight, maybe you're going to be hosting your own team call one of these times, and maybe you can invite your challengers to jump on. Maybe you'll talk about something, that can be related back to them and not just coaching. Actually for tonight, I actually posted in my ongoing challenge group the link to this call. I don't think anybody decided to jump on tonight, but I'll maybe post the recording in there and just see, maybe somebody will watch, maybe somebody will be inspired. So it never hurts to do that. So just really rally around them, get them excited about life, get them excited about you, because obviously, like I said, they chose you for a reason, and you made them excited when they bought that challenge pack. They believed in you. And so, really put that belief back in yourself and rally around them and get them excited again. Even if you have one of those ongoing challenge groups that I do, going on, and that you add in people, after they graduate from their challenge group or whatever, just keep them excited about life and keep them excited about you. And then number 5 is, last of all, be you and share your heart. So I think that this one is definitely probably one of the most important ones, because you have to really share you to stand out. And yeah, there's top coaches, there's Daniela Tony, there's Lindsay Sting, there's Lindsay Matway, all these bombshell ladies, but then there's you. So what you need to do is just share you and share your heart, because I have found that when you don't, or when you try to copy or steal someone's swag, it's never as good, and those posts turn out crappy anyway. So just be you and just really share from your heart. And like I said, what you're looking for. So on my avatar, they would probably shop at Boot Barn, and they would probably buy makeup from Sephora, and they probably like little boutique stores, and they probably love going to Hobby Lobby, but they also hate it because they spend way too much money there. So those are things that I have on my avatar, but what are yours? So when you share you will be attracting those kind of people. And like I said in the beginning, sometimes it's okay to take a step back from inviting and just really figure out your posting schedule and what works for you to be posting every single week, and then come back to the inviting, because then who you're attracting, who you're looking for. I know for me, every single Sunday night I write out in my planner kind of a general outline of the week, whether I have calls coming up or what my posting schedule is like. I have my little daily checkoffs that I like to do, and make sure that I get all of them. And so every Sunday night I sit down and do that. And it really helps me to be able to plan out my posts and know who I'm going to be looking for that week, and know what I'm going to be posting. Even if sometimes those posts don't happen, it's good to have that outline and know what you're looking for in your avatar. So that is all I have. Does anybody have any questions?
I'll of course jump on. And I think it's really funny that you said she likes to shop at Hobby Lobby. She shops at Sephora. She likes small boutiques, because I've been working hardcore on my avatar, and those are things I had on there. I didn't know you had that either, but it's just funny how you totally attract your tribe. So I have been doing so much work on my avatar, and I have kind of the paperwork here, and there are some good questions that I thought would be helpful for everybody if I can find them. give me a second. If anyone else wants to talk, go for it.
I had some too. I don't even know where I got these questions. Sounds kind of bad, but some were like, what are your roles in life? Who are your friends? Are you married? Do you have pets? Do you have children? Do you work outside of your business? Like, do you, still have a full-time job? What are your passions? What makes you stand out? What are your hobbies? What do you love? What do you hate? What do you like to do on your time off? What are your favorite colors? What makes you laugh? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? In what areas do you influence? What is your message? What are your goals? What are your dreams? And why are you a network marketer? And so those are kind of maybe some questions like to ask yourself, especially like the network marketing one, because like why Beachbody? I listened to the Beachbody Champions call today. It was like, who was it again? It was like 11 my time. It was like Karen or Katie or something. Amber, Amy, I don't know. Somebody.
I don't know her.
Amy, I think it was Amy, and then her last name started with a K. But anyway, she said like some of the questions she likes to ask her new coaches is like, why did you choose me? And then number 2 was, why did you choose Beachbody? Because obviously there's a lot of different companies out there. So, asking them those types of questions are good too.
And I think that just those questions, especially asking the people that already joined you, give you that affirmation, like what you're doing in your post is working or it's not working. Or maybe you need to redirect because maybe you are getting the wrong challengers and you're like, I did that in the beginning of my coaching biz. I'm like, we don't make a really good fit. How did that happen? And it was because of the way I was posting then, because I wasn't really as confident as myself as I am now. So I'm definitely getting like those better people coming in and getting the better quality of people. I still can't find those questions. They were so good, but they were kind of like along the lines of like, Alecia, like, what does that person like struggle with? Like, what are their like insecurities? What do they think about before they go to bed at night? Like write that stuff out. And I know it's so silly. And it's one of those things that I've been working on for like 4.5 years and I keep reworking it, rewriting it because you change people, that you want changes. Like sometimes you don't even know like who do I want in my groups or who do I want on my team. You kind of have to like, do some digging and some like soul searching for yourself in order to know what kind of team that you want to bring on. And I really liked how Alecia said, like anyone can be a leader. You all are leaders. You're leaders of yourself. If you can lead yourself and, get on a team call at 8:30 at night when all you want to do is go to bed or watch Netflix or whatever, like you're in control of yourself. And most people cannot do that. So bravo. Yeah, we Kim, I can definitely, and Erica, I can post and Alecia, if you could post those questions in the team page. And yeah, Kim, I think I have like a whole worksheet I'll post in the team page of like why you want an avatar, how you can kind of write it all out. Because that's the person you want to be speaking to. Like when you write a post, you want to say, is that post going, if my avatar reads that, is she going to go, oh, I get her. Oh, like I understand what she's talking about. Or like, kind of like that light bulb moment goes off like ding, 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 like that totally relates to me. So I'll, like in my post, like I always talk about like, working late at night or not being home for dinner with my husband and not spending time with each other, or feeling like I'm going through the motions, feeling like I was like living that status quo. So I use those terms because I'm trying to attract those types of people that possibly want to do coaching, because that's how I felt. So you have almost, think about back to your story when you first started, not who you are now, because you're probably different than when you first started, but when you first started, who were you then? What were your struggles? What did you feel like? What did you want out of this? What did you want out of life? Um, and that's the person that you're speaking to. That is your avatar. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense.
And I think it's really cool too is like one way you can know that you found that is when somebody like you friend somebody maybe from like your like page or somebody. I've had this happen before and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you added me," or like I feel like I know you, or even when you try to message somebody like for an invite, like a challenge group invite, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so honored, but like right now isn't a good time." Or, even if they do say no, they're like, "Oh my gosh, thank you for thinking of me." Or, just kind of like the little things. Or even if you post something and somebody says something negative about you on that post, or is like, like, "Oh, why would you do that?" or whatever. And then like your like lifers, like Shalene Johnson says, like surrounds them and is like they have your back basically, right? Because they're like, so they love you, so they want to like support you, even if they maybe have never bought anything from you, but they get you and they understand you. And so that's kind of the ultimate goal of what you want.
Yeah, and you don't want obviously like everyone, right? Like I don't want everyone on our team, and you don't even need 1,000. Like yeah, we have 1,000 people in our downline, but how many people are those are actually active coaches? But I'm digressing. Like all you need is a few, like couple people that get you, that like are your lifers. So you don't need like everyone to love your post. You don't need to please everybody. You're not going to. And you're making it big when you piss people off. And that's been happening to me lately. And I'm like, you know what? I guess that's just a problem of being successful. You're going to piss some people off. And that's okay because not everyone is going to get who you are. And you know what? The people who are going to get you, like those are going to be your lifers. So, Tracy, that was really, so if everyone read, Tracy said she has an old soul. So she's been told, and maybe that's why she attracts a lot of older people.
I one
That's,
time took a Facebook quiz, one of those like dumb ones, and it said like I was like 85, that my soul was 85. I was like, that's probably pretty true.
yeah, I attract a lot of older women too. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And older men, but they're not creepy. They're not creepy. I'm like, all right, that's cool. As long as you're not creepy, that works. Anybody else with any comments or questions? All right, ladies, have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week and in the team page. Take care.